Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. We got a good video in store today, folks. You're going to want to watch this one all the way through. We have a lot of different articles to go over, and that's because they're all covering different points. You know, I don't always just want to talk about what's affecting the price right now. A lot of times it's very important, even more important, to look at where the prices are headed, right? You're investing into something, the idea. You're not looking at what it is now, you're looking at where it can go and the potential, right? And you know, when we're looking at this, it's obvious. I mean, it's blatantly obvious that everything that's going to be happening and that is happening with inflation and silver shortage and all of that is only going to push precious metals higher. But even more so silver, like this article is talking about. Silver is poised to outperform gold. So yes, we're going to be covering a lot of different things. We have a couple of different articles we're going to be going over. This is the 1 month chart, by the way. You can see there was a huge rally. It could have been very bad when it broke below 22. I mean, we could have been looking at $18, $19 silver again, but there was a lot of stability. People bought it up like hotcakes, and looks like the price is going back upwards and still has a lot more room to run. Now, make sure that you like this video. Let's see if this video can get 500 likes. Also, make sure you are subscribed. I'm not saying that for my sake, it's for your own. Not only do I post daily videos, but I'm also doing a 50,000 subscriber silver giveaway that you do not want to miss out on. So click subscribe and click the notification bell, go to all, or you might miss the entry video. Now, there is another contest, and that is something that I'm doing with GSX, gold secured currency. It's a crypto that's backed by physical gold. And yes, you heard me correctly. And they actually mine the gold out of the ground themselves. You can check out their geological reports. It shows everything. Their mining sites, mineral deposits, where each location is, what they're planning, shows it all. It's honestly incredible. Now, the coin has been on the exchange for 4 months long, and the coins are 4 cents right now. I could see this coin becoming a lot more than 4 cents, especially if you look at the roadmap for the next 3 years. And listen, they've said everything they said they were going to do, they have done. They said they were going to release their own crypto exchange. That's Knox, K-N-O-X. That's Knox. They did that. They said they were going to release some Atrium crypto Facebook, and they did that. Stratus, it's like a Facebook / social media / Amazon marketplace where you can buy and trade and sell all types of stuff, even cars. But it's also a crypto exchange on there as well. And they did that, right? And they even said that they were going to release this mobile app where you can like play and earn stuff. And they just did that. They released it a couple days ago. Gold Inc. We're about to show this 50-second little commercial, but you know, this company is putting their money where their mouth is. They're backing up everything they're saying they're doing. They are doing it. So if you want to invest, the link is in the description. Take a screenshot and send it to Silver Slayer Media of your purchase. And I'll try to do some type of reward or some type of, you know, thing towards that. Cause I want you guys to branch out and diversify. You don't have to invest into this, but it would be cool to see people branching out, especially into the crypto world. I know a lot of silver stackers are hardcore silver stackers, but this is backed by physical gold. Now, like I said, the link's in the description, but I do want to check out Gold Inc. So let's look at this real quick.
Another day at work and you're bored out of your mind. So you pull out your phone and decide to try a new game your friend told you about. But your boss catches you in the act and decides to give you a piece of his mind. You don't really care because you just struck gold, real gold. That's because you're playing Gold Inc., the world's largest mobile MMO that lets you mine real gold and build a real business. Prospect and find claims up to 10 million US dollars. Get your real gold delivered to your door. Build real net worth, live fluctuating economy. Own finite land with real world value. Build alliances with your friends. Manage realistic mining operations. And grow your mining empire with dozens of claims. Download and play Gold Incorporated today. Who's the boss now?
Now, I think that's just so unique, so revolutionary. They're definitely thinking outside of the box. I mean, making a mobile app that you can actually exchange, I mean, and earn, physical gold with is definitely something that no other person in their right mind or company is trying to do. But they did it. You can actually download the app right now. This is also another commercial they did. It's for GSX. It's so funny, but I love their sense of humor. I love that they're making this more of commercialized and bringing it to life, but actually backing up everything that they're saying. So yeah. Links in the description if you want to invest. Like I said, the coins are 4 cents. I think there's like a minimum of buying like 50 of them, so like $1 something. Coins are 4 cents, right? By year 3, like the roadmap says, they're predicting the coin's $1. I definitely could see it becoming more than $1, especially as this company picks up. I mean, they're only 4 months old. I mean, this is a brand new company, but has dreams and aspirations. I mean, that are out of this world. It really is. So yeah, I'm excited about it. So yeah, I mean, I invest in a silver, Bitcoin, and GSX. If you want to invest, links in the description. Take a screenshot, send it to silverslayermedia@gmail, and I'll do some type of sweepstakes or something, for people that are branching out and diversifying their portfolio into something new. So yeah, let's dive into this article now. I definitely want to start with this article because it does go into silver breaking away from gold and taking on a life of its own. I think that's very important to take note of. So the title is Gold and Silver Price Readjustments Likely. Every time the government's bills come due, officials at the Treasury Department find creative ways of paying them with money they don't have. And that's exactly what they do, right? They don't have it, but they'll pay it. It's like trying to get themselves out of debt by replacing it with more debt. One measure of just how overextended the United States has become financially is the debt to GDP ratio. So for most of the country's history, excluding temporary wartime blips, net general government debt tended to be less than 50% of the economy. As recently as early as 1970s, debt as a percentage of GDP came in at under 25%, but in early 1980s grew to over 30%. Then, in 1990s, it climbed to over 40%. Well, last year, the U.S. official debt to GDP ratio topped 100%. In other words, taxpayers owe more than the value of everything they produce. The International Monetary Fund issues dire warnings to third world countries whenever they exceed a threshold of 70% of GDP. And you can see third world countries, I mean, some of them are so bad that they carry their money in trash bags. They weigh their money on scales. A lot of them have actually switched to Bitcoin as their sole unit of currency. I mean, it's insane to think about, but it's the reality. United States, it's going to take longer to get there because we're wealthier, and that's because we own the most gold. And the U.S. is different thanks to the status afforded to the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. And that's also scary to think of, that the USD is the world's reserve currency. I mean, everyone across the world relies on the dollar's strength. And that status was backed by a promise to redeem dollars held by foreign governments in gold. Gold also served to restrain spending and to borrow at the federal level. And then they go on to talk about Richard Nixon, making gold redeemable. Politicians have been given the green light to run up the debt without limit, right? And that's getting rid of the gold standard. If Joe Biden, the White House, gets all its spending proposals pushed through, the U.S. will add another $9 trillion to the national debt. I mean, and it's still going in the wrong direction. But the central bank can't bail out the country perpetually without unintended consequences, right? There's going to be a price to pay. You get that stimulus check, but at what cost? Staving off debt crisis may mean triggering a currency crisis. And then it goes right into how gold could outperform the stock market. So during major financial crises in history, gold has vastly outperformed paper assets. For example, both the deflationary Great Depression and late inflationary 1970 saw the gold price reach 1-to-1 versus the Dow. And that's interesting to think about, especially right here. If if that plays out in the form of a crash in the U.S. dollar value, gold will serve as a premier safe haven asset. But not only that, you see the potential with gold, but then they're going on to say that silver is poised to outperform gold. So yes, gold is very, very important. Definitely has a place moving forwards, but silver still has more potential. And that is because it not only is a monetary metal, but it's an industrial metal. So silver could outperform gold as an inflation hedge. It did during late 1970s, leading up to its January 1980 high of nearly $50 an ounce. Some dismiss that move of artificially induced by the Hunt brothers, who tried to corner the silver market. I did a whole like docu series on that, like a 3-part video of the Hunt brothers, what they did. It's pretty insane if you want to check that out. But regardless, silver was pushed to $50 twice in 1980 and 2011. Now, looking at the gold to silver ratio is also important, and it's around 76-1 right now, and it still has more room to narrow in favor of silver during a precious metals bull market. So when the ratio is going downwards, that means that silver is outperforming gold. When the ratio is going upwards, that means that gold is outperforming silver. And this is interesting as well. At the 1980 peak of $50 silver, the ratio was around 16-1. And that's the classic ratio observed going back to ancient times, right? And that's interesting to think about because it's 76-1 right now, but the normal ratio, historically is 16-1. Putting that ratio into perspective now would push silver up to several $100s. So meanwhile, the current mining ratio is about 7-1. So every 7 ounces of silver we dig out of the ground, we get an ounce of gold. So, and most silver's thrown away, by the way. Most gold is recycled, rescrapped because it's profitable. It's 76 times more valuable than silver is. So yes, people are going to take gold out of laptops and cell phones. And plus, most gold is used for coins and jewelry and necklaces. So most people scrap that, right? They pawn it, they sell it. So it gets remelted, recycled, rescrapped, reused. But silver is also an industrial metal primarily, so silver gets thrown away. So silver jumps as global inflation hits a decade high. What's next for prices? Well, we know that inflation has a direct correlation. Silver's price is directly correlated to how strong the dollar is doing, and decade high inflation cannot be good for our financial system, and especially the panic, the fear, the worrying, right? The fear, uncertainty, doubt that's going to be pushed into everyone's minds. Looking at these numbers is only going to make silver and gold more of a safe haven type of investment. So prices for a long list of metals have soared this month, including aluminum, copper, iron ore, and uranium. Now silver prices have joined them, rallying sharply over the past week as global inflation continues to surge. So we kind of already went over that in the last article, but this video talks about where prices are headed next. Now I'm not going to show the video because I don't want to take any views away from it. The link will be in the description if you want to watch this video. Highly recommend it, because they do go over that if you want to hear what they have to say. But yeah, I mean, regardless, right now, silver has a lot of potential, even beyond gold, which I think is very important to pay attention to, because right now people look at gold. Gold's the mascot. Gold is what drives people in. Gold is what people consider money. But there's also this cheaper, more affordable metal that has a lot more potential and is also money, but also used in the industrial side, which we know there's definitely a silver shortage, and it's only going to make matters worse, especially going into 2023, 2024. So a lot's happening, but it's all looking extremely bullish for gold and especially silver. So yeah, I mean, right now, if you are investing into silver or even gold, let me know. If you want to enter my 50,000 subscriber silver giveaway, then make sure you're subscribed. Click the bell so you don't miss the entry video that will be getting posted in a couple of days. If you want to invest into GSX, which is gold secured currency, crypto backed by physical gold, the link's in the description. Take a screenshot of your purchase and send it to silverslayermedia@gmail.com. And I'll put everyone's name down and maybe do some type of reward thing or sweepstakes, just to, just some type of fun thing that is, allowing us all to branch out and look into new things. You don't have to invest into it. It's not a contest or anything like that. But I do want to share what I invest into and what I personally see potential in, an opportunity in, and this is definitely something that I see that with. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was 1, educational, 2, informational, 3, at least entertaining, make sure to hit the like button. I post daily videos. Let's see if this video can get 500 likes. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.